Hello, this is Jack from Fluency.com and welcome to this video where you're going to learn words and phrases in English related to working out and exercising. Now, we use the word workout very often, especially in American English, and this just means to exercise, especially if you go to a gym. Now, the following footage is going to show you a woman called Emily, and she is working out in lots of different ways. And I think this is really useful because you're going to hear me use words and phrases related to this while watching Emily using these exercises and doing the things that I'm explaining. So you're going to learn words and phrases like to work out, to exercise, to stretch, foam rollers, okay, high intensity, rowing, skipping, etc. And all of this is going to help your knowledge of English in this area. Now, I recommend that you turn on subtitles. I have added them to this video, and also go to the description because I'll leave the best words and phrases from this lesson there so that you can just get a little bit more practice. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Emily decides to walk to the gym, even though you can see it's a little bit wet and damp. There are lots of puddles on the ground. And it's a nice walk too because she's going to pass the docks where you can see some boats, and also walking with a heavy backpack means that you're going to feel warmed up before you get to the gym. I love to walk places. I wish I could walk more where I live, but for Emily this is important because it gives her more exercise and allows her to feel ready when she gets to the gym. Before she starts training, she ties her hair back using a hair tie. And she does this so that she doesn't have hair in her face when she is exercising. She then grabs a foam roller and puts this on the floor. Now, these foam rollers have become more popular in recent years. I have one at home. I use it, especially on my back, like Emily is doing now. So it's a way for you to roll out your back and just feel more loose and more flexible. It can be quite painful though. As you can see, she is grimacing, which means that she's making that face to suggest that it's quite painful when she rolls, especially in those areas. After foam rolling, it's now time to stretch. And here she is using a yoga or an exercise mat to stretch out her hip flexors. And she's doing this by leaning forward. Now, I usually do this stretch after playing soccer. Some fitness trainers say don't stretch before exercising, while others do. So she is exercising her hip flexors here using that exercise mat. And now she is stretching her inner thighs and also her hamstrings. Now, I can't do anything close to this because I am not flexible enough. Nowhere near. After stretching, it's time to get on the rowing machine. So she's going to use her back muscles, her arm muscles, her legs as well in order to do this rowing motion. And rowing can be brutal, especially if you go at a high intensity. But it seems like she is going at a lower intensity to warm up for the exercises that she wants to focus on later. Do you like rowing? Let me know in the comment section below. And then look at this. She is now skipping rope, or in British English, just skipping. This is really intense, especially as she is doing those double jumps. And you can see slow motion here. She's landing on her toes and then jumping up over the rope. This is a hard skill, and it's something that takes practice to master. I sometimes skip at home in my workouts, but I don't do it enough. And you can see here she's jumping really high over the rope. She then goes to the exercise bike and adjusts the seat before sitting down on it. So she's making the seat a little bit lower to match her height. And now it seems like the real fun begins. Now, this type of exercise bike is common in CrossFit gyms, and it seems like she is going to do a CrossFit workout. So you can see she's really pumping her legs and her arms and really cycling intensely here so that she can get really good cardio exercise from this workout. I personally prefer low intensity cycling, but you can see from the workout she's going to be doing high intensity training. After doing various minutes on this machine, she gets off feeling very tired. So she's already done a lot of work, and she takes her phone and then starts doing burpees. So this is where you lower yourself to the ground, push up, and then jump up into the air. And after doing this, she is exhausted. Maybe she pushed herself too hard too soon because she looks like she's already finished with her workout, but there's more to come. So she takes some time on the floor, breathing heavily, and starts to get ready for what's coming next. Now, can you guess what exercise she's going to do next? She looks up at the bar, she's focused, jumps up, grabs hold of the bar, and then she starts doing kipping pull-ups. So this is a type of pull-up motion where you gain momentum by using your body in this way. So the momentum is helping her do more pull-ups, but she's still having to pull herself up in order to complete the exercise. So now she is in the strength training part of her workout. She's currently wrapping her hands because she's about to lift some heavy weights, and she needs these wraps on her hands in order to get a better grip. With this exercise, you can see weights on a bar. So she grabs the bar, pulls it close to her shins, lifts it over her head, and then she squats up. This is called the barbell snatch. What you just saw was her warm-up set. And now she's going to try and break her personal record, or her personal best, a PB. And she puts extra weight on the bar. Now, she's never lifted this much weight before. So she readies herself, checks her hair, takes a deep breath, moves towards the bar, puts her hands on the bar, gets ready, brings the bar towards her, lifts it over her head, and stands up. She completes the lift and throws the bar back to the ground. Now, this doesn't happen a lot at gyms, but she actually puts her weights back, which is what people should do. After you use a bar and weights, you need to put that equipment back. After her strength training, she then moves on to explosive movements. The first one is medicine ball squat throws, and then she moves on to box jumps. So she's using her legs here and exploding up, jumping on the box, twisting around, and then doing a jump again. This one takes a lot of effort and explosive power. And to complete her workout, she goes for a jog. But as you're going to see, it's more of a high intensity run because she's not all out sprinting at 100%, but you can see she's going quite fast here. So I imagine that sometimes she's going a little bit slower and then speeding it up to nearly sprinting speed. And this again is very high intensity. It takes a lot of energy to do this, and it really feels like you've had a good workout after completing these sprints. So what do you think? Did you enjoy that lesson? If you did, then please like the video, press that like button, and then also press the little arrow share button. And feel free to share this with your friends on WhatsApp, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, etc. And while you're here, be sure to go to the description, check out those words and phrases, but also download my book, The 5-Step Plan for English Fluency. There'll be a picture of that on your screen soon. And I'm also going to leave you 2 other videos which are similar to this one. So feel free to watch one of those videos now. Okay, thank you so much for being here, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.